What's up, y'all? So it's been a few days since the last recording, and I've actually recorded other games in that time. They were short games, shorter than Dying Light, but they're pretty good. I'm going to be posting them probably after I finish Dying Light 1, because I already started this game with this series, and I don't want to delay it too much. In any case, I'll either be posting the other games after I finish Dying Light 1 or during recording Dying Light 1. So while I'm uploading parts of this series, I'll be posting the other games as well. Anyway, let's get back to the campaign. And it's actually still at 0%, because last time in the first video, we only finished the prologue. I think it's called the prologue. Or prelogue? I'm not sure, to be honest. But yeah, we finished the intro, the introduction of the game. So now we will be basically starting the actual game. By the way, there's an important thing that I didn't say in the first video. For around a week or two, this game was free on Epic Games. That's how I actually got it. And I want to show you something, if you don't know it already. So on Epic Games, every week or two, they offer 2 games for free. And sometimes they're really good games. Like this one, for example. So you open Epic Games, then you scroll down a little bit. And here you can see it says free games. So at this moment there is Breath Edge, this is the first game that is free, and Poker Club, this is the second game. These 2 games are free right now until May 4th. And then after May 4th, these 3 games, which is actually surprising because normally it's 2 games. This time it's going to be 3. Maybe every once in a while they offer 3 games at the same time. So there will be these 3 games from May 4th until May 11th. The first one is Against All Odds, the second one is Horizon Chase Turbo, and the third one is Cow the Kangaroo. So I advise you to check every once in a while on Epic Games. They might offer Dying Light again, like in the future, or you might find other games that are interesting and you might want to play. In any case, even if you can't download the games instantly, I advise you to go into the game. So let's say Breath Edge. I actually got these 2 already, but I'm going to explain it anyway. As an example, you go into Breath Edge, or any game for that matter. So for me it says in library. For you, if you don't have this game, or if you didn't click this button, it will say get, okay? So you click get, and then they'll take you to like a payment processing page. There is no payment, there is no credit card, it's free. The number will be $0.00 or euros, depending on your country or the country that is selected for the account. So you might live in the US but have European account, like the country would be European country for the Epic Games account. So it will display euros. If you live in the United States or other countries, it might be dollars or other currencies. But there's another button, you click it, then you get the game for free. And they might send you an email with a receipt for the game. The receipt, again, it's $0.00 or whatever. So the thing I wanted to say, which I advise you to do even if you can't download the game, if you have slow internet or other reasons, if you click get and the button changes to in library. So for example, for me, I have a few games in the library that I haven't installed. So I have the game, even if the sale ends, it's not free anymore, I still have the game in the library for free. I can just click install and I have the game for free. So there's this game. There are many other games that I added to the library and I haven't installed them yet. So there's this game, it's called Mordau or Mordo. I've never installed the game, I've never played it, but I have it in the library. So at some point in the future, I can install it and play it. I have it for free. The same with this game, even though I don't really like poker or gambling, but I have the game. I clicked on get. There's also this game, Second Extinction. It was, I think, this game and this game, Shapes. These two games were free last week, before Breath Edge and what's the other game called? Poker Club. So I have them. I haven't installed them, but I can in the future for free. So just check on the account, or if you have an account already. If you don't, you might want to make an account. Click on get, add them to the library, and whenever you want in the future, you can just install the games. Let's get back to Dying Light.
You awake? Something bad happened. We need to talk.
Okay, give me a sec.
So they put us outside the room. Last time, I think we were still inside, if I remember correctly. It's been a few days. You have completed the prologue. So yeah, we completed the prologue and the co-op mode is now available. We saw this message in the last video, so I'm gonna close it. And this one too. So yes, here, matchmaking. This is the co-op mode or the multiplayer mode. There are currently 36 games in this area. Press escape to access the lobby and search for the one that matches your level, I guess. I didn't read it. But yeah, so they're talking about matchmaking. Anyway, let's go to the quest. It's 230 meters away. And I actually adjusted the mouse sensitivity from last time, because I think it was a bit too fast, which is something that when you first launch the game, you will notice very much. The mouse movement is way too fast. It's kind of weird, to be honest, and surprising. But after a while, you stop noticing that the mouse movement is weird. So, we need to talk to Spike.
Crane, first of all, you did great out there. From now on, if you need something, come see me. And to start with, use a UV flashlight and a remote control. You run up on a volatile, give him a face full of UV, or lead him into a trap which you can trigger with that remote. You got it?
Got it.
Perfect. Now for the bad news. Despite your efforts, Brecken's mission failed.
Shit, is he okay?
He's alive, but you need to get back to the tower. Jay called all the scouts in, and that means you.
Okay, Brecken's mission failed. Let's go back to the tower. We're gonna talk to the GRE.
Crane here.
Report.
I'm about to have a meeting with the tower's leader.
Acknowledged. Confirm his identity and contact us immediately.
So right now the GRE and Crane, the main character, are searching for a guy called Solomon. We saw this in the first video and we talked about it. So they think that Brecken is actually Solomon. And now we're going to confirm. Let's take these few free items. We can't take this weapon.
It's been 3 months
And right now we have to confirm if this leader of the tower, Brecken, is the same guy. If he is Solomon.
Brecken's mission failed. Jade called a meeting in the tower. It's my opportunity to finally meet with Brecken and confirm his identity.
Crane. Listen, Brecken and a team of runners went after an airdrop last night. He lost the rest of his team to biters, and then Rise's men ambushed him, beat him to a pulp, and stole the drop. Now Brecken wants to go after the next drop himself, but we can't let him, and you've got to back me up, okay?
For God's sake! You can't even walk straight. We need you alive, you idiot.
Okay, we're going in. Act confident. Brecken? Lena?
Maybe you can get through to him.
Jade, who's your friend?
Kyle Crane.
Look, Brecken, the last thing we need is for you to go back out there. We can figure out another way without jeopardizing you. Right, Crane?
I'll go. I'll do it.
Right. Yes. Crane will go. He'll be happy to.
Jesus. No offense, friend, but you're as green as grass. You can't just...
Crane will manage. He'll start in the right spot. And Lena's right, you need to be here taking care of the towers, convincing them the world's not over yet.
Oh, hell. Maybe one more try before we go to Rice. Yeah, okay, fine. Good luck, Crane. Jade, a moment.
Sure. Head for the cauldron, I'll be in touch shortly.
Look, there's something else we need to discuss. Brecken was hurt pretty bad out there. Worse than he wants people to know. He took a blow to the head. Now he's starting to have seizures, and I don't have any Loratrax.
Yeah, I doubt anyone does. Anti-seizure drugs were being passed out like candy when the infection first started. And the stores ran out weeks ago.
Yes, that's right. How do you know that?
Look, what do you need me to do, Lena?
There's a man in town named Ghazi. He's not altogether there, if you know what I mean. His mother had epilepsy, so he used to pick up medicine for her each month. She died 2 years ago, but Ghazi kept going to the store to pick up her prescription. He likes his routine, and Ghazi can be very insistent. So, they kept giving it to him.
You think he's been stockpiling it all this time?
If he hasn't, I don't know where else we're going to get it from. Ghazi lives under the overpass. And don't mention his mother's death. He won't understand.
So let's go and see Ghazi.
With most of the runners out of action, Brecken wants the scouts to take their place. That means me. We're supposed to go for the next airdrop, right before sunset. Jade will be showing me the ropes. Yeah, that won't be awkward at all. Crane here.
Report.
Tower boss is named Brecken, and he's definitely not your man. The other likely suspect is this warlord, basically. Local guy. Calls himself Rise. He's hoarding antizin and then gouging the hell out of anybody who wants to buy some. I'm on a mission to get antizin from the airdrop. If I don't succeed, they'll have to come up with something else.
Acknowledged. Good Good job, Crane. You're doing well. Stay on task, and we'll be in touch. Be sure to call us immediately if and when you get that antizin.
You can actually search the phones. I just kicked it. I pressed E instead of F. So the reason I'm actually fighting these zombies, I don't have to, I think, but I'm fighting them to level up my combat level. You can see at the top of the screen, there is 2 bars, one for running, so parkour, and one for the combat.
Crane, 3/4 of all airdrops fall in the cauldron. So if you start from there, you'll have the best chance of getting to that drop before Rice's men do.
The more you fight zombies, you will level up the combat. And the more you run, jump and climb, you will level up the movement and parkour level. Okay, so you have to search this part.
Jade, I'm getting close to the drop zone.
Good. Find some shelter and wait. Most of the drops seem to fall exactly in that spot.
And there's a crate. It looks intact. I'll check out what's inside. Damn it, nothing here.
Did you see that?
Yeah, 2 drops.
They landed elsewhere, unfortunately, but you're not that far away. Get to those crates before anyone else does.
Jade Rice's men got here first.
Fuck! Okay, don't try to fight them. Just find the second one. Look for the smoke from the flare. The crate should be close by.
So you can see, let's say, I climb on this, okay? Oh, not this one. I can't. But let's say this one. You can see the number +10. This jump was +11. We just leveled up the agility, or movement, parkour, whatever you want to call it.
Crane, it's too close to sunset. You need to turn back now.
Jade, I'm almost there. I can do this.
Okay, so you hold R to repair the weapon. Let's check the airdrop.
Crane here. I'm about to recover an antizin drop.
Good, Crane. This offers us a new strategy. Time to turn your attention to Rise. Listen closely. It's very possible that Rise is our man. So if you find an airdrop containing antizin, destroy it.
What? Why?
It will force interaction with Rise. You can go under Brecken's auspices as an ambassador, if you will.
But there are civilians depending on this stuff.
Our plan is focused on the greater good. Remember that.
So I actually remember this part. They asked him to destroy the antizin. I really wish there was, like, choices in this game. I think Dying Light 2 has choices in the game. I'm not sure if the ending will be different depending on the choices that you make. But anyway.
Jade, I'm at the airdrop. There's no antizin here.
Done? Fuck! Alright, get back here and be careful. The nightmares are awake. Don't let them see you.
Oh, shit. They must have heard me.
So these are the volatiles, I think they're called. And when they see you, they follow you. And they're really difficult to fight, especially when you're a beginner. So whenever the minimap is red, that's when you are being chased by them. And they have these eye icons on them. So this icon, he just saw me actually. Let's run. Safe house. Done. Agility and power points are doubled at night. Escaping a pursuit gives you a big agility points boost. The longer you play outside of safe zones, the more survivor rank points you get. Okay. So the combat level, it's called power, and the running or parkour level is called agility.
I made it in one piece. Now I know how Brecken must have felt running at night. It is no picnic. Gotta report to him and tell him I don't have any antizin. Lying to everyone stinks, but I know the GRE is working for the greater good.
Brecken, come on. I mean, we need antizin. I know, but buying from Rise? You can't be serious.
For God's sakes, I'll go. I'm not scared.
Absolutely not. We've discussed that already.
And we didn't discuss it. You just decided that
I'll go.
Are you serious?
Well, this Rice guy has never seen my face before. Clean slate, right?
Could you guys give Crane and me the room, please? You sure you're up for this?
Has to be done, doesn't it?
Well, I'm not going to argue. Rais's place is over here. Just find out what this will cost us and come back in one piece.
Skill point acquired. You know what? Let's level up our skills first and then we'll continue. So skills, we have 2 survivor rank points, 2 agility level points, and 2 power level points. Okay, so I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the combat, this is the parkour or running movement, and this one is like for crafting, I think. So this skill, Backpacker, learn how to use space in your backpack more efficiently, gain 4 new slots for carrying weapons. This one is called Boosters. Learn how to use plants to create boosters, which allow you to fight without getting tired, run faster, see better in darkness, or develop more resistance to attacks. Interesting, I didn't actually read this last time I played. I know that there is like boosters in the game, but I haven't really used them, like almost at all, if I did. Elemental throwing stars, so this one I know. Learn how to create throwing stars with 3 additional effects: freezing, burning, and exploding. So this one is interesting, but to be honest, I'm leaning towards the boosters at this point. Get better at haggling, lower prices in shops by 10%. This one is also interesting, but I'm gonna take the boosters. And also the elemental throwing stars, because I know this one is actually good. Let's go back to the skills. Agility. The agility tree allows you to outrun your opponents. To increase your agility level, perform climbs, jumps, or other free running moves and use skills from the agility tree. Okay, so we can only unlock this one first to unlock the others around it. Dodge incoming attacks by jumping sideways or backwards. You might have noticed that I jump when I'm fighting zombies. The reason is that I'm used to this skill, which I'll show you now. Move in the desired direction and press space to execute. So you press right or left and then space, and you'll jump faster. You'll dodge the attacks. So this one is grapple. Use the movement of attacking enemies to throw them around. When an enemy charges meaning he's running towards you, press Alt and point in a direction to execute. Again, I'll show you this one when I get it. This one is slide, which I used a lot. Slide while running. This allows you to maneuver through holes in walls and other low passages. Press C while running to execute. So I'm going to choose the slide as the first skill, or the second skill, and later on I might take grapple. For power, the power tree allows you to face your opponents directly. To increase your power level, engage in combat, kill your enemies creatively, and use skills from the power tree. So we can unlock the first one, which is stun. Learn how to attack with great precision. Each strike with a blunt weapon to an enemy's head has a chance to stun. Kick stun. Your kick has a 10% chance to stun the enemy. Stunned enemies are much easier to kill. Press E to execute. Multi-throw or multi-throw. Lock onto up to 3 enemies with throwing weapons. Hold middle mouse button to mark your targets. Release it to throw. To cancel the lock, press left mouse button. So normally, if you're going to use Molotovs or throwing stars, you just click the middle mouse button. I will show you how to actually select the weapons you want, but in any case, I'm going to actually take this one, multi-throw or multi-throw. We're done for the skills for now.
Brecken is so desperate he's ready to deal with the devil himself, Rise. And since I'm supposed to determine whether or not Rise is the one who stole the GRE's secret document, well, this is the perfect opportunity.
Okay, let's go out. Wait, I want to check something. Okay, take this one, Battle Journal. I think every day, like game day, they will give you new items, free items. So this is a hunter, which I can show you what the hunter is right now. I think it's multiplayer. Someone is playing in the Beat the Zombie mode. I showed you the mode before, outside. It's called Beat the Zombie. I think this is just like it, but I also don't really understand it, fully understand it. So I'm going to click escape, or press the escape button, and then drop out. So when I drop out, I leave the multiplayer. So I left, I quit the match.
Crane, can you hear me?
Jade? Yeah, I copy. Something wrong?
No, it's... Listen, Crane, we all appreciate what you're doing. And I know you're doing it to redeem yourself. Because Amir died saving your life.
Look, I'm doing it because if we don't get Antizin from Rise, people will start to die.
You know, I met Amir right after the outbreak. I didn't know him for that long, but... he was the best, most decent man I've ever known. But I just want you to know that I don't blame you. Amir knew the risk. And Crane, we know that you too are taking a risk to do this for us.
Look, Jade, we'll talk when I get back with the Antizin, okay?
Okay. Just come back in one piece, all right?
Okay, Raheem, I'm here.
Make sure they see you and know who you are. You don't want to sneak up on them. That's a good way to catch a bullet.
Wish me luck, kid.
Good luck, brother. You're going to need it.
So I took the plant called Toxic Legion. I think I can use it to make the boosters.
Don't shoot!
Hands up! What the fuck do you want?
I'm here to see Rice. Brecken sent me.
Brecken? That asshole on the tower? Alright, what does he want?
I've come to make a deal.
What kind of deal?
The kind I make with Rice, not with his flunkies.
Alright, let him through. This ought to be entertaining.
How long have we been friends, Osman? We have been friends for a very long time. That is why I'm so surprised that you would steal from me.
Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Now I give you a choice. Very simple. Your right hand or your left?
Left.
Was that my left or your left? You have the look of the tower about you. What do you want?
I'm here to make a deal.
A deal. For Antizin, no doubt. Desperate times. And what do you offer in return? Your services? Your loyalty? Perhaps I should take both.
Talk to Karim. He's one of ours. Do what he asks of you, and Rise will consider giving your people some Antizin. Understood?
I don't seem to have a choice.
Perceptive.
I met Rice, and Jade's right, he's a psychopath. He's also the GRE's rogue operative. Now I've got to cooperate with this piece of shit. Not only because of my mission, but also because he's got a ton of antizin stockpiled.
Tower 3.
There you are. Rice said you'd be coming by. I'm Karim.
Crane.
An American. I have an uncle there. Lives in Texas. You from Texas? You a cowboy?
I'm from Chicago.
Okay, Al Capone. We'll be in constant contact over the radio. That way I can make sure you get where you need to go.
And where's that exactly?
You're going to be climbing antenna towers and switching on shortwave radio modulators. Most of my men are too slow, too fat, or too drunk to climb a tower like that without killing themselves.
If I do this, I'll get the antizin?
That's between you and Rice. I know better than to speak for him. Just don't fail. He doesn't handle disappointment very well.
So yesterday I found out that Dying Light, the Haran, the location, is based on Istanbul in Turkey, which is very interesting. I didn't actually notice.
Just met a guy named Karim. He's like Rice's major domo, I guess. Or number one flunky at the very least. Karim's sending me to fix some antennas for Rice. Nothing better than being an errand boy. Crane.
Report.
Just met Rise. There's no question, that's Suleiman. Guy's a psychopath. He's gone from ruthless politician to fucking warlord.
Is he aware of your affiliation with us?
No, he thinks I'm just a guy from the tower. In fact, he's making me jump through hoops before he'll give me any antizin.
Acknowledged. Continue to do as he asks. Remember, we need that file.
Great. Crane out.
Okay, 250 meters, let's go.
Hey, Al Capone, you ready to do this?
What exactly am I doing?
Radio communication has been pretty spotty in the quarantine. These modulators will help boost the signal, so Rise can communicate with outposts at the far reaches of town.
Well, that's a benefit for everyone, not just Rise.
Perhaps. But the Emperor must monitor his empire.
Safe. This is supposed to be a safe house. Or can be a safe house in the future.
Karim, I'm at the first antenna.
If the power's not on, you'll have to turn it on. There'll be a switch in the small building at the antenna's base.
I'm shouting because this fucked up infected motherfucker with guts hanging out of his mouth just spit a bunch of toxic snot at me.
Not a bad reason.
Okay, so you see this? I can move faster sideways or backwards. That's the skill that we got. You know what? Give me a second. I thought it would oh, it did explode. I think my weapon was just terrible. Okay, so we're in a safe house. Let's get out. Let's find a way out first. Let's kill the poison guy first. Poison zombie. You know what? I have an idea. Give me a second. So, I think we can make Molotovs. Let's make Molotovs. I was thinking more about throwing stars. I don't have the materials. So I just made Molotovs, right? So, in the equipment, in the equipped, there's weapons and there's equipment. And then you have a backpack. You have valuables that you can sell, craft parts, and other. So medkits, lockpicks, other things. If you don't have any space in the equipment, the Molotovs will be in the backpack. So probably with other. And you would have to equip them. Once you equip them, you can press number 1, or 2 or 3, whatever. But normally, I just press 1. If you keep pressing it, you will see Molotov, firecrackers, and there's this light, UV light, which you use against volatiles, hunters, and these types of zombies. So for now, let's use the Molotov. I want to blow up the tank with the Molotov. Let me first kill this one. I can just ignore him. Great. He killed his own.
There! The power's fucking on!
Good. I'll head up to the top.
Let's climb the tower. So these yellow things are indicators of what you can climb. Sometimes, not always. Okay. Level up.
Oh shit. Kareem, someone already scavenged this thing for parts. There's nothing up here to switch on.
Fuck, I was afraid of that. Alright, head to the next antenna tower. It's not too far from there. Just use the zip line and head east. You'll see it.
Get him!
Hey Kareem, what do I do if the second transmitter's trashed?
The better question is, what will you do if you disappoint Rice? And the answer is probably die horribly.
Kareem, I'm at the second antenna tower. The fence is electrified. I think someone's inside.
That will be Alexei, and probably his son Christoph. I find them tiresome. Don't let them stand in your way. You've got to get inside and turn on the transmitter.
What the fuck do you want?
I need to climb the tower.
Why the hell would you want to do that?
For Rise. He asked me to.
Rice? You don't look like one of his crew.
Oh, fine. I'll just radio back and tell Rise that you wouldn't let me through.
What? Fuck. No, 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 I didn't say that. You want to climb? Fine. Go, go.
I won't do this anymore.
Will you keep your voice down?
I don't care who hears me.
Christoph, what's wrong with you? We're trying to stay alive here.
Dad, these guys are killers.
Yes, they're murderers. So we work for them. That's how it's safe. Think too much is enough, Christoph. Start using your head or you're going to get us both killed.
I sure hope this fucking climb was worth it.
I hope we don't fall, but I think I have to jump to... yeah.
And this thing's still intact. Let's see if it was worth the hassle. Hey, Kareem, second transmitter's up and running. Is it working? Kareem, do you hear me?
Loud and clear. Nice job. You know the way back, right?
Right.